the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
And as you can see, we've already started here.
I suppose if you're playing in an attacking position in this team, then having a craftsman like Rui Costa beside you is a dream.
He's in most people's lists of great number 10s.
I'm going to go along with that too.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes.
Might be danger here. Oh, that was vital.
Rice. Hernandez.
And it's Hernandez.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Hernandez made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Kirkchu swept in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they're back on the ball again. Little pass back. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Now it's Messi.
Now they could break here. Threads one in. Rummenigge. And that's been drilled in. Gabriel tries to clear. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side. He's through and all alone! Real chance! Goal! Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Pinches it off him.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Hakimi. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Vinicius Junior!
Quality ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Hernandez. Rice. That's very neat. Rice showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Ibrahimovic might just make this. Hakimi. Gabriel. Rui Costa. And here's Vinicius Junior. Now this could be a chance. Lofted in. Firmly met. That'll be a throw. It's run loose here. Vieira. Hullet. And it's Hullet. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Messi. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Hernandez. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And they've got a throw.
Okay, being behind...
That could spell trouble. Vinicius Junior. Rice. Pass is just off target. Ibrahimovic. Gravenberch. And it's Vieira. And he's straight offside. He's given the time to pick a pass. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Vinicius Junior has created one goal already. Vieira. And that's put paid to a promising move. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Now he's off and running. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. He's through, now is he in? Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Benfica really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Looking to go deep. Gravenberch. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's one-on-one. Big chance! Sticks it away! Benfica are back in business. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Gravenberch. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. Chance here to counter. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Mission one has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Played out wide. Nicked it back promptly. It's a promising position. Rice. Vinicius Junior. Rice. He is through here. Rui Costa has it in. Oh, shot a goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? And Gravenberch. And it's Ibrahimovic. Hernandez cuts out the pass. 60 minutes played. And the shot's on here. Look at the space here. This looks promising. And they've been given a corner. And we have our very first corner.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 21, Messi. Número 38. Vão dar os seus lugares a Número 18. Número 4. Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
He's had a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's managed to gift it back. Out of play for a throw. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Driven forward. Ibrahimovic looks to get on the end of this. It's played through for him. Mbappe knocks it into space. Bellingham. Benfica are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Eder Militao. Now it's Rivaldo. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Engages and forces him off the ball. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 22.
The changes then in quick succession.
Número 16. Lam.
He's having a shot!
Número 29.
Yeah.
Vão dar os seus lugares a...
The most accurate
número
pass.
47. Número 32. Número 2.
Rivaldo.
Número 3.
Oh, this is a very good run. He's picked his way through. Oh, what a climb! In once more, and again! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
He's shooting! They've done it! Into the lead once more. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
What a great time to score, but it does give...
Tries a shot! It's in! They're level in H. Rice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. So who's he going to be aiming for here? That has been knocked clear, and it's Van Dijk. Hernandez gets into some space, and that should get the job done. Can he get it through? Deflected behind for a corner kick. All hands on deck for this one. Well, there's the clearance. Nicely weighted ball. That's good play. Hernandez stood his ground strongly. And this is Rivaldo.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Foram indicados 6 minutos de compensação.
Tonali. We are into stoppage time. Haaland. Can he get on the end of this? Rivaldo. Ferdinand goes sliding in. Mbappe. Rummenigge. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Rivaldo. And he shoots! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Vietnam, big header! And he has done it! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So that's it. It is all over. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Ibrahimovic claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Your final thoughts, Jim? Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And here's Ibrahimovic. And that interception was most necessary. And the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Climbs up big! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Nice interception, well timed. Filippo Inzaghi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, this looks sharp. Played out to the left flank. Cross needs to be good. Well, they've got it again. Out of play for a throw. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ball's played through. Rui Costa in acres of space out wide. Gravenberg. Ibrahimovic is hiring after that one. Rui Costa. He's had it taken off him. Kukçu is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Looking for options for movement. He's being urged to shoot. The ball goes in. Courtois deals with that nice and simple.
Benfica clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Rummenigge clearly looking the key component.
Big header! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Rice. Over to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
And here's Kukçu. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Chiellini. Gabriel. Half an hour played now. And it's Rice. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Hakimi. Cross from Hakimi. pull it. Lahm is always looking to play quality balls. Now it's Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's skewed away. He'll try to keep this alive. That has ended up in no man's land. Gravenberg. He's in a great position here. Great chance! Rui Costa. Ball played for Kokchu. And it's Hernandez. Hernandez. Nicely weighted ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Throw in. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Well read, nice interception. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That is a great pick out. Rummenigge gets into a good position. This possibly the last play of the half. They've played it short. Cross to the back post. And there's the end of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1.
Vamos anunciar os vencedores da nossa lotaria de hoje. Confiram o número do vosso bilhete, que os que vão aparecer no ecrã. Está a acontecer uma substituição.
So it's back to business.
Benfica clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Wan-Bissaka. Ibrahimovic is onto it in a flash. And it's Vieira. Rummenigge. And he welcomes it in. Mbappe. Hakimi. And here's Ibrahimovic. Mbappe. Rice. Nesta is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Hernandez. Kokchu. Now it's Inzaghi. Now it's Ibrahimovic. That's surely a foul. Free kick. No second thought, a straight red card. Vietnam are down to 10 men. And it's Gravenberg. Mbappe. Now it's Inzaghi. Great vision. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, they are now a 9-man team. Wan-Bissaka. That's a little off target. Mbappe, absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
That's been drilled in. Now it's Messi. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he is going into that little black book.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 22.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Messi. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 47. Número 18. Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
And he's been shifted off it.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Benfica perhaps contemplating their next change here. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Rice, who's set up one goal so far. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Face to Ibrahimovic! It's loose now and they want to get it. Oh, what has happened here? And he's in on goal. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Benfica! And again they hit the front. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Benfica take the lead.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 11.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Número 38.
It's a good-looking Rice!
Número 8.
That's a half-decent try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Tonali. And it's been played through. Now this shot at goal!
Benfica clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
It's run loose here. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. It's going to be another throw. De Bruyne. Wan-Bissaka kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Rivaldo. He's in plenty of space here. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Rivaldo. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rummenigge goes for a shot! Goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
There's the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And the lead is extended still further. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Benfica grabbed a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Now it's Sorloth. Now it's Foden.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Lahm hangs one in. Bullish header! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Rivaldo, and he's had it nicked away. Tries to play it through. Mbappe picks it up out wide. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Ferdinand did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. And that is a routine catch. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was a tale of 2 very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Sorloth claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.